friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to wrap up my Netflix thriller series. I took an article that was posted online by Esquire magazine recommending 30 thrillers to stream right now on Netflix. I went through the list, compiled it down to what was currently on Netflix at the time, came up with 18 titles of the original 30. I've been reviewing them for you 3 movies at a time. So today we're here to review the last 3. The last 3, Love at Buzzsaw, Wind River, and Zodiac. So the first movie Buzzsaw is rated R. It has violence, language, some sexuality, nudity, and brief drug use. It is 1 hour and 52 minutes, and I didn't write down when it came out, but it seems like a newer type of movie, and I think this is like a Netflix movie. Jake Gyllenhaal is in here, and he plays this like snooty art critic, and it's such an interesting character. In fact, the actors and actresses that play these characters in this show, it seems like these are totally new, different type of characters than they've ever played before. This is a very art design type thriller, so if you love art, you love design, you may like this one. The main storyline follows a assistant to a gallery owner who, in her apartment building, this man dies, and he, unbeknownst to her, was this artist, and he had all of these like canvases in his house, and I guess in his will he said to destroy all of his artwork upon his death. Well, she snuck a few pieces, probably more than a few, and after that happened, weird things start happening, including all of these deaths, and everybody's wondering if it is tied to these paintings. What's going on? How is this all related? It's kind of funny in a way too, because it's so over the top, but some parts are like actually pretty creepy. And I just love the addition of it being like in this art world. So you kind of like see artists and like behind, it almost feels like a behind the scenes like New York art gallery type movie, but it's kind of funny, but it's kind of silly. Like, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It feels very indie. It feels very niche to me. So if you're into that type of thing, definitely check it out. And even though it was only 1 hour and 52 minutes, it did feel long to me. Sadly, the second movie, Wind River, was no longer available on Netflix. I tried to find it on Amazon Prime just to like find it and watch it and talk to you guys about it, but it wasn't available on Prime either. So if you've seen that movie and you have thoughts about it, I would love you to leave your comments down below. Movie that I'm going to talk to you guys about is Zodiac. It came out in 2017. It's most likely rated R. It's about a serial killer. I love serial killer type things, like true crime things, so this was like totally up my alley. It was 2 hours and 42 minutes, and I did have to watch this one on Amazon Prime because it's already come and gone from Netflix. This is set in the 1960s and 70s when the whole Zodiac killer was a thing. It was a serial killer that terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, and he or she would send letters to a newspaper and to the cops and detectives and say, like, if you don't like publish my letters, I'm gonna do like this other crime. And I don't think the Zodiac killer was ever caught, and I think obviously this is based on like a true story, so it's very creepy, and it also has a really cool color palette to the movie, kind of like a darker, grungy 60s 70s vibe to it, and I just really enjoyed it. I liked the writing. It seemed a little bit longer than probably almost 3 hours to sit down and watch, but if you're really into like true crime, serial killers, the Zodiac specifically, I think you would definitely like this one. So yeah, so those are the 2 movies that I actually watched for this last part in this Netflix thriller like thing from Esquire, but I have really enjoyed doing this series, and I definitely like rewatched some that I've watched before that I really enjoyed, and watched some new ones that I've never watched before, but I love being able to sit down and talk to you guys about it. I would say my favorites that I watched for the actual series: Bird Box, Copycat, The Invitation, National Treasure, and The River Wild. I really liked Zodiac too, but that's all for this series. I do plan to do my own recommendation for thrillers to watch on Netflix, like no article involved, just my personal opinion. Like if you like what I like, you'll probably like the movies that I recommend. So stay tuned for that at a future date. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having a lovely day or night whenever you're getting down to sit down and watch this video. I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye!